Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. The start of a fresh season, but we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
And here's Memphis' starting group. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Then there's Ja Morant. Then there's Zach Edey. 5 to shoot. And here's Morant outside. It's hauled in by the Magic.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
Suggs with it, and it's Edey picking him up. And yep, it's good.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Morant looking around. Takes a three. The rebound by Carter. And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. We played just over a minute here in the first. Banchero the screen. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. And it's Wagner missing. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside, and the 8th overall pick in 2021. Grant, what surprises you about Franz Wagner?
I don't think we knew he'd be this lethal off the dribble. His perimeter shooting has really been the lone hiccup, but once he locks that in, watch out.
Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. And again it's Memphis missing.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
Right side Bain. Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, with this bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Here's Morant. And a nice finish on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Suggs. The rebound by Jackson.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You gotta make those.
Knocked away. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Tonight, it's all about how they deal with the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach said it's simple. We cannot allow Morant to get downhill. That's it. The hard part is actually executing that game plan. Ja has so many moves, he's so quick and relentless. We can't lose track of him even for a moment. Back to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there or he'll just continue to torture.
Carter, a screen on Morant. Black outside. And Edey with a block.
Well, with that reach, Edey makes guarding the restricted area look effortless.
Wells misses. The Magic have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Wagner, the pass to Carter. And that one goes. Feeding him with a lead pass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Edey. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Banchero.
Well, if you're gonna foul Edey, you better wrap him up. He's got the strength and size to play through the whistle.
Orlando making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Now here's Black. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. Down low. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 6 points.
From a solid screen to being in scoring position, great off-ball movement by Banchero. A heady play.
Morant with it. Black defending. And it's in there.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
A minute 37 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Black. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Zach Edey.
Well, I think Black's agility caught the defense off guard there, and he's able to draw a shooting foul.
And one young guy who's really a good on-ball defender, Anthony Black.
Yeah, B.A., that's where he's made an immediate impact. He's a big guard, a smooth athlete, great body control, really tough to get past him, B.A.
Here's Morant, uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 8 points for Ja Morant.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Black passes to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Jerome outside. Pass to Morant. Launches a three. And it's Orlando with a rebound. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Carter, a screen on Jerome. Black passes to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, watch Carter Jr.'s control. He sets a solid screen and then shifts right to his spot.
Here's Edey. Back to Morant. Edey with a screen on Wagner. From deep, Morant. Morant missing again. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Magic. It's a 3-point game. Going inside, and they recover it. Excellent D there from Aldama. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Orlando ahead, up 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
They've got Anthony Black. Goga Bitadze is out there with Wagner. Then it's Desmond Bane, and it's De Silva in at small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Black. Pass to Bane. Bitadze a screen on Jerome. Bane, the pass to Bitadze. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Magic lead by 5.
Yeah, and every year, Bane's playmaking seems to take another leap. Fantastic pass right there.
And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
Orlando with the ball. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Wagner with a screen. Inside. Black outside. Back to Wagner. Black outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Our 2K leaderboard focusing on last year's three-point shooting leaders. And you look at Jerome. Boy, what a gifted shooter he is from way out there.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year. And the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
Banchero's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for De Silva. Orlando leading by 3. Suggs surveys the D. Takes it inside. Yep, count it.
They have no answer defensively inside.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Wells. Back to Morant. Shot is up. And again, it's Memphis missing.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to Bane. Morant with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Aldama outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Magic leading by 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Then for Memphis, Edey's checked in for Landale. And it's Jaren Jackson in for Aldama. Before getting injured last season, Stan, Jalen Suggs was looking better than ever.
Yeah, he improved across essentially all stat categories. He was showing loads of improvement, B.A., making that knee injury extra heartbreaking.
That one drops for him.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Zataze a screen on Moran. Here's Suggs, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, good decision-making out of the two-man game. Suggs calls his own number.
Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Moran. Jackson with a screen on Suggs. Moran, no good.
Oh, love the intensity once they're hitting the boards.
And Banchero with a screen on Moran. Here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. Shoots over Jackson. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And so the ball out of bounds. Zataze touched it last. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Wells. Off target from outside. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Pass to Banchero. Over Edey. Banchero no good. Grizzlies trail by 9. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this game. Suggs against Moran. Jackson outside. It's tipped. Here's Suggs. And so it's Orlando. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be back in a moment.
Thanks for stopping by.
I think for Memphis, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and it doesn't love you back, time to move on.
Hold on, let me write that down. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Checking out the group for Tuomas Isalo to start the second half. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Then there's Zach Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Orlando leading by 7. Wagner with a screen on Morant. Suggs the pass to Wagner. Shoots over Morant. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Morant for 3. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
Wow, when Morant is hitting the 3, he becomes basically unguardable.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. The Grizzlies, second.
Well, the commitment they brought to the boards is evident in those numbers. Rebounding's never a glamour stat, but it wins you games.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, that's the kind of aggressive play you want to see from Jaren Jackson.
I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, B.A. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. 6 on the shot clock. Carter, a screen on Jackson. Here's Banchero. Pumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And the dunk by Edey.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Banchero delivers inside.
An offensive machine. The energy you get from Banchero on that end of the floor is impressive.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, they need to figure out a way to stop him. Perhaps a scheme shift. I'm not sure.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And stolen by Suggs. And it's Orlando on the break. Here's Bane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Such a hard worker. Bane was ready for any physicality that came his way.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Here's Morant. Oh, nice D from Carter.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Banchero outside. Banchero with a screen on Morant. Suggs the pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And Banchero is just so enthusiastic. He keeps raising the energy he's bringing to the offensive end.
Morant against Suggs. Jackson for 3. No luck on that one.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Suggs against Morant. Wagner outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Carter. Over Edey. Carter can't get it to go. Grizzlies trail by 7. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. A couple seasons ago, beset with injuries, the Grizzlies rode Jaren Jackson Jr. He said, I probably had never been put in a position to be that offensively free in my life. Getting those experiences, I can take that going forward. But it's more fun to have everybody around you for sure. Back to you.
Great to see how he's grown. Allie, thank you. Outside Bain. The three is up. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Wells. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Well, I don't know what happened during halftime, but he just hasn't had his focus since the break. Too many careless turnovers.
Orlando making some changes. Bataze's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Banchero. And Black subbed in for Suggs. Wagner, the pass to Black. And he throws it down with one hand.
Well, sometimes you got to create room for yourself, and that's exactly what Black does with that pick and roll.
Jackson surveying the D. Landale with a screen. Jackson can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Black outside to the middle. And stolen by Jackson. And it's Aldama off the drive. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Wagner with a screen. Here's Black. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you know, Anthony Black really shows you the growth a player can make in the NBA. As his team has leaned on him, he's been more productive, more impactful.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. Grizzlies trail by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the wing. He's off on that one. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Banchero out there with Goga Bitadze. Then it's Anthony Black, then it's Suggs, and it's De Silva in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Suggs against Jerome. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Nice use of the pick. Suggs knew where he wanted to go with the ball and got it there.
Here's Morant. Aldama outside. From outside the arc. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
To the inside. De Silva takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. De Silva's got his first 2 points. Morant with it. To the paint. Here's Landale. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Well, with Morant running the pick and roll, good things usually happen.
About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Black outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Edey's checked in for Landale. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Jerome. Good work defensively by Black. Magic leading by 5. Now here's Suggs. And he drives in. Comes up empty down low.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Pass to Aldama. Puts up a 3. Here's Edey. Orlando with the rebound. And here's Black. Now Carter. Guarded by Aldama. The jump hook. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Magic lead by 7.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Morant. For 3. Carter rips down the board. Orlando leading by 7. Suggs outside.
Well, Suggs has gained confidence as a scorer. He doesn't mind getting hit inside like that.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Franz Wagner comes in for De Silva. And it's Bane in for Black.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Morant. Morant attacking. Clock at 4. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Here's Carter. Now Wagner. Edey with a steal. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The 8-footer. And Caro pulls it down. Magic leading by 9. Wagner with a screen. And Caro takes it, flushes it down with both hands.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
Morant against Suggs. Oh, he can't hit it.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting them off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Magic.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Paolo Banchero.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Well, his ability to sniff out these shot blocking opportunities really defines Jackson Jr.'s defensive game.
Number 23.
So it's Orlando picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And let's reveal our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.